So these guys are actually a lot of fun. These two guys are the same toy originally from a really crappy fast food place we have here in Ireland called Supermax. I think it's just kind of McDonald's kind of thing, but even worse, we'll say, toy-wise. So yeah, T-Rex, basic T-Rex, really bad plastic, like the paint even just scratched off with your fingers, but I washed them off. And I just went with, I don't know what kind of purpose these would even take in an RPG, but so you got your Mr. T-Rex here, right? Basically gave him the little mohawk kind of a Mr. T job with his facial hair and stuff like that. And I should really give him more chains than this. Mr. T always had more chains than this, but a big cross and his denim jacket, I think. But yeah, a little bit of work there, just green stuff work, you know, sculpting the stuff on. But apart from that, not too bad. Like, that's a hardboard with milliput and sand and stuff on it for the base. But yeah, I don't know what you could use him for. Maybe a T-Rex with kind of Mr. T, I Pity the Fool kind of character. But then his buddy here, same figure, based on the idea of the unstoppable T-Rex with arm grabby things. What would you call them? Arm extenders? I suppose there would be a connector here that would, so he could power the chompy bit. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, same idea, you know, same model. Decent detail in it after I kind of washed it off and kind of stripped the paint off it and kind of drilled between his hands as to some wire and plastic art and stuff. But yeah, it could be kind of an end boss instead of a dragon. There's one of these guys and you're like, how are you going to defeat this guy, you know? But that's them too anyway. Just for a little bit of an idea as well of the scale for these T-Rex guys, there's a 28mm Barbarian from Reaper Miniatures. So yeah, not exactly T-Rex size, but you know, Jesus, use your imagination with your Mr. T-Rex. This guy here is a combination of a few different things. He is a very ripped as fuck, very pale as well. I don't know why I went so pale with the skin tone on this guy on the top there. Minotaur, no, not Minotaur, Centaur, that's the one, yeah. So he's got a body of a My Little Pony Kinder Egg toy. I think I made a new tail as well, but the torso and arms, torso is from a Hulk miniature from Handful of Heroes or something like this. So he's got loads of definition on all his muscles and stuff like that, really easy paint and kind of fun to pick it out. And the arms are from those orcs I used, like the one on top of the hyena. What are they? Mountain Wolf or something like this. Shield Wolf, I think, games. So those orcs and his face. Yeah, I thought it really suited the angry, very top heavy Centaur, with his base just built up with cork and on the cardboard again. But yeah, I thought he was pretty interesting. I don't think swords would be the best weapons for them. Possibly, you know, like a lance or something like that, considering. But yeah, he is taller than the Reaper guy, even if, you know, you take into account his rock that he's standing on. But yeah, a little bit of character. I really like the combination. I thought it was just kind of funny the way he's so top heavy with his bulkiness on top and like little tiny hooves on the bottom. But that's him anyway. So a while ago I won a big bid for a load of gourmety guys on eBay, and so I've got tons, so I'm kind of working through them and using them for different things. This guy is, you might be able to recognise, an owlbear. He's a few little different bits of stuff, not very complicated at all. I think his base is more complicated, the work I put into it just with foliage and stuff, because I thought it was fun. But basically his all the torso, the legs and the arms are from one gourmety figure that I can't even remember what originally his head was, but just because I thought he had kind of feathery like texture there, I suppose I could have sculpted that just as easy, and some claws, so I just cut them off and rearranged them. And then simply the head is from an owl figure, you know, the not very expensive, just a little plastic owl figure, and the wings are just cardboard, PVA. So really, really simple. Didn't even bother like sculpting on the feathers, just kind of slid into them a little bit and highlighted them. And then I went for this was when I was kind of experimenting with the static grasses fur. So it's not very fine looking, like it does the job pretty fast, but you'll see it works pretty well and kind of covers any mistakes, like the combination of the cardboard here against the gourmet figure. Like, it's kind of noticeable here, we'll say, but whatever. Like, I think it's grand. And maybe if I was to do another one of these, maybe different species of bear or different species of owl. I don't know if there's owl bears that are, you know, panda bears or koala bears. That would be interesting, with different types of owls. I think there's owls that burrow under the ground in like Africa or something like that. Anyway, I suppose you could just make it up, but that you could possibly, you know, change it so he's got kind of fangs as well at the same time. He's a bit dopey looking as well. But yeah, I like him with his kind of goofy, kind of grrr, I'm going to get you kind of look. And that scale wise, I think that's pretty good for an owl bear. He could be bulkier on top, but yeah, I like him.